When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You know, one of the things my mother always instilled for me from when I was very young is that, girls can always do whatever, you know what I mean? And to be independent and not to ever depend on anyone for anything.
And you said J-Lo mom didn't like Puff either, right?
His mom couldn't stand. Mom never took a present, a gift. Well, when I saw a lot of people, a lot of investigators following us, I knew they were private eyes. Because I worked for a private eye company at that time also. That was a lead investigation on 29th Street between, 10th and 11th Avenue. It was on 29th Street, elite investigation. So a lot of the private eyes, different private eye companies, you work with them on different other clients. One time we had Sharon Stone. So I knew a lot of the guys, and I saw a couple of guys who worked a couple of jobs with me before watching us. So I know a couple of guys that were watching us. So I was trying to tell Paul, we got PIs following us. You know what I'm saying? So it was only certain reasons if they was following us, if they was PIs, somebody was trying to find out something on us.
Diddy shudders thinking about Cho's mother, and you should too now. We all know about the infamous Lopez-Com situationship, how the rapper cheated on his now ex-partner multiple times to be abusive towards her in quite all capacities.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all. I didn't. I thought he was like, ick. I didn't like him because, Sean and I were very different.
But did you know that, as per recent reveals, Jennifer Lopez's mommy dearest despises the Bad Boy Records founder? For what reasons in particular? Here's everything you need to know. GL's mother is growing increasingly hateful of the rapper after surprising details about a crazy party that allegedly involved Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, and Karine Steffans surfaced in a recent interview. Of course, she is also quite famous for hiring a private investigator to tail Diddy on his alleged cheating tours while he was dating Jennifer back then.
They'll usually be following us, not when we're going to a big party and stuff like that. They'll just be following me and Puff on our days that we were out and about and we were going certain places. So either somebody hired private eyes to follow us on behalf of Jennifer Lopez, or she did it.
But why you think her and her team would do that?
Somebody hired private eyes to follow us. It could have been her manager, Benny Medina. He didn't like Puff. You understand? So I could tell in the first meeting, when I was around him and Puff, when I was in the first meeting around him and Puff, we was in this meeting, and I could tell how he was talking to Puff. You know what I'm saying? That he didn't so much care for Puff. So anything to get Jennifer away from him, I think he was capable and ready to do it.
And you said J-Lo mom didn't like Puff either, right?
His mom couldn't stand. Mom never took a present, a gift. If she needed air to breathe, she wouldn't take his last breath.
But why the private eyes? Well, Chain Deal, the ex-bodyguard for Diddy, has revealed that Kine had sex with Puff Daddy while Jennifer Lopez was upstairs in the same home. You heard that right.
Just came from, Jennifer had just gave him this hell of a day. I mean, like, we went to the Miami Hurricanes game. We went to Miami State Hurricane. We was on the field while they were playing and stuff. And he gave him a party at 321 in Miami. She rented a club, gave him a party, gave him this big backyard party, dinner and everything like that. Then gave him a party at the club. And then we came back. One of his, Slam, had set it up because Jennifer went upstairs. And Puff said, yo, Gene, watch the door.
Many people are now doubting the authenticity of the well-known couple's relationship and the degree of Lopez's knowledge about Puff Daddy's fidelity in light of these startling allegations. Gene claimed that Diddy and Jennifer Lopez had gone to a Miami Hurricanes game and that Lopez had thrown a spectacular dinner party that they had afterward enjoyed. But when they got back to the club, Diddy's friend Slam supposedly made arrangements for a woman who was initially thought to be Karen to meet them in a secluded chamber.
And I wanted to say it was Korean, but I'm not sure it was her. But it was supposed to be somebody that was either up to her level in fellatios, or it was her. I'm not sure. And while Jennifer was upstairs, he was down there getting a fellatio from her.
Did she ever find out?
She know now.
And you said the female name was Karen?
Yeah, Superhead.
Oh, okay, Corinne Stephens. You got to say the full name, man.
Yeah, I thought it was her. Slam set it up. Yep, Slam set it up for her right there. Yep. It was nobody. It was somebody that was, I'm for sure, I'm almost sure it was her. I'm almost sure it was her.
Yeah, that's a wild story, man. So Puffy, he was getting head from, Superhead, and Jennifer Lopez was upstairs and she had no idea.
None whatsoever.
Was this after or before she did the sex tape?
Nah. She wasn't known. Yeah. Yo, let me just tell you something. Puff was like Pop. He had first dibs on a lot of chicks before they got to the rest of the rappers and everything like that.
That though most of the details are still unknown, there appears to be considerable uncertainty over the identity of the woman in question, whether or not it was Stefan's. Yet Gene Deal maintained that Jennifer Lopez had no idea what was going on under her, which left her mother particularly confused about their relationship's dynamics. Naturally, JLL has her own narrative about how she felt about each situation as it happened.
Really tough decision to make, and one that in your heart, you just, is always going to just affect you. You never want to break up a family. That wasn't my dream. My dream was for us to always be together. But things don't work out, and you feel like it's the better choice. Or if I didn't feel it was the better choice, then I wouldn't have done it.
Since their split 2 years ago, Jennifer Lopez and P. Diddy Combs have been careful about not disparaging one another. Thus far, J-Lo CE's to Vibe magazine, "It was the first time I was with someone who wasn't fightful. I was completely crying crazy and going crazy in this relationship with Puff. It really took my whole life in a comfort together," she once revealed during an interview I can't remember right now. "But I won't say it didn't happen. I never caught him. But I just knew he'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never come back that night." Lopez also claims that Combs didn't believe her when she finally broke up with him in February 2001. "Because they had broken up so frequently, I had to think, do I want to be home with kids in 10 years wondering where somebody is at 3 in the morning?"
There was just this feeling of like, I think because or maybe everybody's like this, I don't know, but because I'm an artist, I feel things very deeply, and passion and kind of romance and all that kind of stuff is so exciting to me, you know what I mean? So,
to all of us,
yeah,
really, yeah.
exactly, but also to me, and I was always attracted to, the more intense the person was, or the more passionate they were, the more things, the way they acted with their love, to me, really is what attracted me a lot of times. And I realized that's not always a great thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
As cool as it is in the beginning, it has to sustain beyond that and be something that has real basis to it, and where real people are, it can go beyond just that beginning honeymoon